Many players come and go in the high school spotlight, but with this What Happened To series, we're going to update you on some of the high school stars that you have forgotten. And today we're diving into Antonio Blakeney. Let's get into it. Antonio Blakeney is a 6'4" guard out of Sarasota, Florida. If you watched Home Team Hoops a few years back, you already know Tony how much of a beast he was in high school. He had the hezzy jumper that felt unstoppable, he was ultra athletic, and had the work ethic that could push him into the league. He could create his own shot off the dribble and was a dominant 3-level scorer in high school. For AAU, Blakeney played with Each One Teach One, which was one of the best AAU teams in Florida with players like Ben Simmons and other high-level prospects, and flourished in his star role for them, making a case to be a top shooting guard in his class, having offers from all the top schools in the nation. He even ended up being ranked the number 3 shooting guard in his class, according to 247 Sports, above future pros like Donovan Mitchell, Luke Kennard, and Malik Beasley. In his senior year at Oak Ridge High School in Orlando, Blakeney was the man. He averaged 29 points, 7 rebounds, and almost 3 assists, and the team finished 22-7. Even though the team didn't go far in the state championship tournament in his final season, he racked up all of the big-time high school accolades. He was Conference Player of the Year, Florida Mr. Basketball over Ben Simmons, McDonald's All-American, and Jordan Brand All-American. After high school, he took his talents to Baton Rouge to play alongside AAU teammate Ben Simmons at LSU. Coming into college, in many people's eyes, he was a future pro hands down. He had the scoring ability, the hype, and the motor. He was a top 15 player in high school, and as most know, that usually locks up a position to be a one-and-done player if you play solid your first year. But his first season was inconsistent to say the least, even though the stats were solid. He ended up averaging 13 points, 3 rebounds on 43% from the field and 33% from 3. After a decent start to his freshman season, Blakeney hit a wall in December and January, losing his starting role in the process, before rallying to average 17.4 points per game over his last 10 games. Ben Simmons ran the show in Baton Rouge, and Blakeney didn't find his footing until late in the season, and the team just didn't live up to expectations as a whole. The team didn't even make the tournament with the best player in the country. But Blakeney still earned a spot to the SEC All-Freshman team, and he even tested the NBA waters, but came back for his second year to shore up his draft position, and he looked prime for a breakout second season, with Simmons leaving for the NBA. In his second season at LSU, Tone was the guy. He had the whole team to himself, but that was the problem. He had no help. Even though he raised all of his averages from the year before, he just played most of the season off of the NBA radar because the team was not winning enough. LSU ended up going 2-16 in SEC play, and it just wasn't a good look for Tone in his draft stock. He averaged 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists on 46% from the field and 36% from 3. And he was also named to the All-SEC second team. But after 2 underwhelming seasons at LSU, Tone declared for the draft. Scouts did see that he still had the ability to score and still had great explosiveness and athleticism that he flashed in high school, but they had more questions about his game than answers. Being that his defense and playmaking left a lot to be desired, many scouts had him rated as an undrafted prospect coming out of school, and on draft day, Tone didn't hear his name called. After going undrafted, Blakeney joined the Chicago Bulls for the 2017 NBA Summer League. In 4 games with the Bulls team, he averaged almost 17 points, 5 rebounds, shooting 64% from the 3. He was killing and making a name for himself. The Bulls signed him to a 2-way deal where he split time with the Bulls and their G League affiliate, the Windy City Bulls. He spent most of the time with the G League team, averaging 32 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists, earning G League Player of the Year in his rookie season. He did play in 16 games with the Bulls, averaging 8 points in 16 minutes per game. Coming into his second year, Tone felt like he deserved a full-time contract. He played again with the Bulls in Summer League in 2018, and it only took 2 games of high-level production for the Bulls to sign him to a 2-year guaranteed deal. In 57 games in the 2018-19 season, he averaged 7 points per game and 2 rebounds on 42% from the field and 39% from the 3 and 14 minutes per game. One key moment that I remember vividly from that season was the game against the Pacers where he scored 22 points and was hitting big shots down the stretch. At times it looked like he could be a short-term role player for the rebuilding Bulls, but the Bulls didn't think so when he was released the next season in September of 2019. Currently he is playing in China with the Jiangsu Dragons and he is killing. In 16 games, he is averaging 35 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals, shooting 50% from the field and almost 40 from 3. It is going to be interesting to see if Blakeney will get his shot back in the NBA. He does have the high volume scoring ability, but he doesn't do anything at a high level to make him stick in the NBA. Look, I've been a fan of Tone since the home team days, but looking at his NBA stats, he has only averaged 1 assist per game, he can be really inefficient, and his defense isn't good. And the NBA is a versatile league looking for players that can do multiple things, and Tone hasn't shown that to this point. But if he gets an opportunity to come back to the NBA, I will be interested to know if his defense and playmaking improves, because he does have the ability to fill that instant scoring role off the bench. I just want to thank you guys for watching. If you got to the end, I really rock with you. If this is your first time on the channel, definitely hit that like and subscribe button, and definitely let me know who you would like to see next. And I'm out. Peace.